If you're a veteran or an active duty service member looking to buy a home in Texas in 2025, you've probably heard of using your VA loan or maybe even looking at an FHA loan. But what's really the difference and which one is best for you? In this video, I'll break down both FHA and VA loans to reduce the confusion and help you make a smart move on which one's going to be the best for you to buy your home here in 2025. Hey, my name is Matthew Parra, a licensed mortgage broker here in Dallas-Fort Worth area and VA loan specialist, helping veterans utilize their VA loan all across Texas every day of the week. I also help buyers with their FHA and VA loan, so I have extensive knowledge on the three to be able to help you make the best decision when you're buying your home. And that's what we're going to cover in this video, FHA versus VA home loans, how to get the best deal for you. Let's start with the basics. VA loans are backed by the Department of Veteran Affairs and are only eligible to eligible service members, surviving spouses, and veterans. Whereas FHA home loans do not have the same exclusivity like that, and you do not have to be a first-time home buyer to use an FHA loan. FHA loans are insured by the Federal Housing Administration. If you qualify for both, knowing these differences could save you thousands. Let's talk about down payment and PMI. As I'm sure you know, your VA loan allows for 0 down payment, 100% financing. This is huge. Conventional loans and FHA loans do not offer this, and if they do, there's typically some kind of stipulation with it, whereas the VA loan, you have earned this benefit. You have earned being able to put 0 down and not have any pesky private mortgage insurance, where on an FHA loan might be on there for the life of your loan. VA home loans also have a benefit because when compared to conventional and even sometimes FHA loans, they will have better interest rates. Whereas versus an FHA loan is going to require a 3.5% down payment. So right off the bat, it's costing you more money. There is mortgage insurance on there for the life of the loan when you're putting 3.5% down. And there is upfront mortgage insurance premium that is rolled into your loan unless you pay it out of pocket, which, let's be real, it's few and far between where people are paying this out of pocket. So right off the bat, the down payment and that mortgage insurance, the upfront premium, the FHA loan is much more expensive than using your VA home loan. Let's talk about credit and guidelines. FHA loans, if you saw my other video, can go down to a 500 credit score, but still require 10% down. And they have a more lenient requirement on their back-end DTI qualification. Most people think that's the gold standard when simply not true. Technically, VA loan does not have a minimum credit score. And whenever you hear a lender saying they have a VA minimum credit score of 620, 680, 580, 520, whatever it may be, that is a lender overlay and it's not set by the VA. Also, when we're talking about DTI, the VA is much more flexible when going off DTI because they go off something called residual income. So just to recap, VA is more flexible on credit and DTI than the FHA loan. Let's talk about appraisals. If you saw my previous video, FHA appraisers, since they are backed by the government or insured by the government, they are or can be more strict. I've seen them call out things like chipped paint. Doesn't affect the integrity of the house, but they do want it fixed. And let's pretend your FHA appraisal comes in low. You can submit comparable homes in the area to try to contest that or argue with the appraiser. It's rare those get appealed and that those go through. It can be done, it's just rare that it's accepted. Whereas your VA appraisal, let's say the value comes in low, you actually have 2 different chances to fight that value. The first one is called tidewater. So if the VA appraiser thinks the home is going to come in low, they reach out to you, they give me a call, hey mortgage mentor, we think this house is gonna come in low. Can you help me out with some comparables in the area? So whenever they call me, I'm able to submit more proof, more evidence to get a higher value. And let's pretend the appraiser's having a bad day. Happens to all of us, right? And they don't want to move forward with that. They don't want to move forward with the tidewater. Then we have a second chance again with the VA to submit comparables to have this home come in at value. So recap, the VA appraisal value, a lot of people think it's scary. It's simply outdated. It's not true. It is more flexible and more ways to help your home come in at value. Even on my most recent VA loan, the home, we were clear to close in just 10 days. So people say this process takes longer. They're wrong. They're not informed. They don't know what they're talking about. And the house came in $13,000 over value. Shout out to our realtor partner on that one. She did great at negotiating that, but that just goes to show people are misinformed thinking the process is slow or they always come in low. Ours, 10 days for clear to close, $13,000 in instant equity for our VA homeowners. So which one is best for you? Let's be real, in my eyes, there's no competition. Your VA home loan, 0 down, 0 PMI. If you receive over 10% disability, there's no VA funding fee. You get multiple chances for the value on the appraisal. They're just as fast, if not faster, than a FHA close, and they are more likely to come in over value. FHA loan, not bad. It's just if I had the option to go with my VA loan, I would go with that. So if you are looking at options for your FHA loan, still a great option. Low down payment, more flexibility on credit and income requirements. Bottom line, if you're able to use your VA loan, do it. If you have more questions about your VA loan or you don't know if you are eligible to use your VA home loan, reach out to me. I help veterans all across Texas get approved for using their VA home loan. Still not sure which loan situation is best for you or you have some more questions for me? I work with veterans all across Texas every day of the week to help them make smart decisions, and I'd love to help you too. Text me VA or FHA at my number below to get a free personalized review.